Good day, doctor. My name is Tanjay. So I'm now in presenting the progress tree for the SQA project. So now I'm trying to do the manually testing. So I log in first. So now I got three test case, which is view user activity overview and filter activity by valid start date and negative test case, which is the filter activity with no data shown. So now is first we go to the user activity dashboard. So here is the overview. So this is the first test case. And the second test case is filter. And we can select the month like this and apply the filter. So it will show the activity trend when December 2025 here. And the third one negative is I can change like this. So when I apply filter, there's no data available. Yeah. So now I open my catalog here. So I can try run this. Okay, so the all is passed, so the report also is generated. So here is the automation for the display empty dashboard and this and also here. So these three test case is successfully done. Oh, so that's all for me. Thank you.
Good day, doctor. My name is Anjuman Sati. Now I'm going to present my progress tree. So there are three test cases, two normal test case, and one is the negative test case. The two normal test cases are send the valid length message, and also send the message at 1000 character boundary. The negative test case is send the empty message. So now I manually test this test case. So first I need to log into the system. So after login, we go to the chat page and click one of the conversation. And then now I'm going to send the message with the valid link. And then we click the send button here. And we can see the message is successfully sent. So this shows that the test case about send the message with valid link is passed. Now I manually execute the test case for send the message at 1000 character boundary. So now I type the 1000 character and then I click send button. And then they show that the test case for send message with send message with 1000 character boundary is successfully. Now I will manually execute the test case for send empty message. So now the text box here is ending. And when I click the send button here, we can notice that the send button here is inactive. And when I click it, no reaction from the system, and also no new chat box will appear here. And now I'm going to show how I use the catalog to automate this test case. First, I'm going to show the automation test case for send message with valid length. So as we can see, the message is successfully sent and the result of the test case is passed. So now I'm going to show the automation test case for send the message at 1000 character boundary. So we can see that the message with 1000 characters is successfully sent, and the result of the test case is passed. Lastly, I'm going to show the automation test case for send empty message. So as we can see here, the result of the test case is passed. And for this negative test case, the same button become inactive when the message input field was empty. I initially intended to verify the disabled button state directly using a catalog. However, because the button state was dynamically controlled by the front end, so the catalog was not able to reliably capture and verify the disabled state. Therefore, I adopted an alternative verification approach. So first, I send the baseline message named ND test baseline 001. Then I created the input field and attempted to send an empty message. After that, I checked whether any new message appeared in the conversation. Since no additional message was displayed and the chat content remained unchanged, the observed system behavior was consistent with the expected result, and that an empty message should not be sent. However, I acknowledge that this provides indirect evidence only. A more reliable verification will be validate the button disabled attribute directly or verify through the database check that no new message record was created after the empty submission.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Fatanozan Ashkur, and today I will be demoing to you guys the automated task execution using the Catalan Studio. So, as for the three test cases that I'm using, I chose these three. This one as the positive, and this one as the negative. So, okay, so let's refer to the task link. So as for the first one is that we are going to add product with valid all fields. Alright, so everything is valid. So it should the expected result it should be passed. So let's just try to execute that. As you can see, it's running now. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay, as you guys can see, there is the item that we have added. So it shows on the my items list. So as you can see on the test result is also passed because also I have a verified to verify that the text is present on the screen, which was the calculus book. It was from this. Okay, so yeah, so everything passed. So that means it's according to the previous project. Okay, the next one is that UC007 TC20, which was this one. So it will be deleting our own product. So from this page it will be deleted. So for example, let's just close this one and run this test. So running this test. So just like usual, it's going to log in first and go to the profile, my items, and then delete it. Okay, so and it's also passed because I also use a verified text that not present, which was the calculus book. As you can see, after we deleted the product was no longer going to be listed in our in the my item section. So if you guys remember previously, there's a calculus book. So now there's not a calculus book. Okay. Okay, so as for the next one, which will be the negative test case. So this one is that I'm showing the this one. So top up wallet with max. So the maximum top amount that we are going to be allowed is 5,000 ringgit. So past that it will be blocked. So let's just try to execute that test case. Okay, just as usual, we will be logged in first and then go to wallet, top up. So the amount here is 50,000, and as you can see, the alert will pop up. It will show that 50,000 is 5,000 is the maximum amount. So here I also add the verify alert present to verify that this alert pops up when user input the invalid amount. Okay, so yeah, so everything is passed. So I think that's all. Thank you guys.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Rashid Rido. So in this video, I will demonstrate the execution of my selected test cases from project 2 using Catalan Studio. I have selected 2 normal test cases and 1 negative test cases for this demonstration. Okay, let me show you my selected test cases from my test link. First, this is the UC002 test case 14, login with correct credential. It is a normal test case under the valid login equivalence class. The preconditions is that the user is registered and email is verified. The steps are open the login screen, then enter the registered email and correct password and tap the login button. The expected result is a successful login and the user is redirected to the home dashboard. Okay, next test cases is the UC001 test case 1. Register with valid all fields. Another normal test case under the valid equivalence class for registration. The precondition is that the user is not logged in and the registration form is open. The steps include entering a valid email, metric number, password, and confirm password, then tapping the register button. So the expected result is that the account is created successfully. And lastly is the use case 15, test case 11, update phone with letters. This is a negative test case under the under the invalid characters equivalence class. The precondition is that the user is logged in. The steps are enter the phone number with the letters, then tap save. The expected result is that the regex is failed and it will catch the validation bug. Alright, so now let me demonstrate the execution in Catalan Studio. I will run each test case one by one, starting with the use case 2, test case 14. This is the login with the correct credentials. As you can see, Catalan automatically opens the Chrome browser and navigates to the Thriftin UTM login page. It then enters the registered email, Lisa, and the correct password, and after clicking the login button, the application successfully redirects to the home dashboard where we can see the search bar and the product listing. Catalan verifies the dashboard is present and mark this as the test case pass. Okay, next is the use case 1, test case 1. Register with valid all fields. Okay, so Catalan will open the browser and click the sign up to navigate to the registration page. It then fills in all the unique randomly generated email, a valid metric number, and a confirm password, all the meeting the registration requirements. After clicking the sign up, we will confirm that the account was successfully created and As we can see in here in the phpMyAdmin, it will add the john@graduate.utm.my, the new account that has been created from the catalog, and mark this catalog will mark this test case as pass. Okay, finally, this is the UC15 test case 11. This is the update font with letters. So this is our negative test case. Catalan logs in with the student account, then it will navigate to the profile page and clicks my details. Okay, so it enters the phone number with the letter which contain the invalid letters according to the expected result, and the application should reject this input and show a validation error. However, as we can see, the font field accepts the letters without any error message. So the catalog verifies that the letters are present in the font field, confirming the bug exists. This test case is marked as failed because the validation is not working correctly. To summarize, UC2 test case 14 login with correct credential passed successfully. UC1 test case 1 register with valid all fields also passed successfully, but the UC15 test case 11 update font with letters failed, confirming that the phone number field has a validation bug where it accepts letters and invalid characters without showing any error. This is a defect that needs to be fixed in the application. Thank you for watching.